Hawks are large, strong birds. Their large beaks are hooked for biting and shredding flesh, and their feet have sharp, curled talons for catching prey. Hawks can not only see farther than humans, but their visual acuity is 8 times that of humans. If you want to see some spectacular hawks in action, predators of the iguana include birds of prey, and the hawk is one of those birds. Watch this hawk attack this iguana. But what seems like child's play for the big bird is not. The lizard is powerful and keeps escaping the grasp of its hawk. The hawk has injured the reptile, but it is not able to seal the deal. It looks like this hunt is on the verge of collapse for the bird of prey. In this video, you can see how the hawk clamps its talons on the lizard, and then jumps up and down to weaken it. Once the mission is completed, the hawk takes the iguana back to the nest to feed its family. Finally, this hawk uses this iguana to skateboard on the grass. I guess it's training for the upcoming Olympic Games. Curiously enough, after enjoying a few moments of skateboarding at the iguana's expense, the hawk lets go and the reptile takes off. I guess it had something more important to do. While hawks will not go out of their way to attack and devour a cat, especially because cats are larger than their usual prey, if they are hungry enough and have the opportunity, they will. In our first video, this hawk targets a smaller cat, holding it tightly to a fence by putting its talons on the cat's head and squishing it. This one tries desperately to free itself, but the hawk is too big and powerful. Once the hawk feels the cat is either weak enough or just plain dead, it takes off with it, probably back to its nest. A man was sitting at his workstation when he noticed a huge hawk perched on top of a cat at the window. The man grabbed his phone and hurried outside to film what was going on, not wanting to miss out on such a rare up-close encounter, predators, and natural adversaries of crows and ravens. During the day, hawks attack, kill, and consume them, while at night, owls hunt them down on their roosts. Crows, on the other hand, attack hawks and owls, though not to eat them. In most cases, crows do not pose a threat to hawks. They're only pests, much like a buzzing fly would be to us. The hawks are unlikely to be physically attacked in routine mobbing circumstances, and they may decide that revenge is simply not worth the effort and energy. In this video, this hawk is performing open heart surgery on this crow. It looks like the crow may have endured cardiac arrest when it saw the surgeon sparrowhawk approach it. No anesthesia was used during the intervention, as you can hear the deafening cries of the patients, but this surgeon believes in all natural environment for its patients. Another crow bites the dust at the hands of this hawk. The crow is pinned to the ground and is not able to free itself. The hawk holds on tight to its victim, deciding what to do with it. In this clip, this hawk ends the crow's misery incredibly fast when it decides it's time to have breakfast. I guess the crow didn't have much of a chance. It seems like crows are no match for hawks, and every time these two birds meet, the outcome is always the same. Finally, this beautiful Cooper's hawk looks like it's manufacturing a pillow out of crow feathers. The way it's ripping all the feathers out of the crow's body, just like that in the middle of the street. Ducklings, young ducks, and small duck breeds are all at risk from these dangerous birds of prey. This hawk was scanning the area surrounding a pond when it suddenly dove to the ground. The bird was sitting in an odd position in the bush as soon as it landed. That's when you notice it snatched a duck. The hawk was tormented the entire time by red-winged blackbird, who wrecked the hawk's plans of having a duck a la orange. Next, this hawk goes for the kill on the fly and battles it out with a duck in the water. As the animals fight it out, it's not clear if the hawk will manage to defeat its prey and take it home for dinner. This hawk has already made the kill, and the hawk takes off, but the duck seems a little too heavy for the hawk, as you can see it try to gain altitude, but it repeatedly falling to the ground. This hawk kills a much larger goose. The goose tries its best to escape, but it's just not happening. A duck doesn't have any chance of surviving once a hawk has targeted it. As you can see in this footage, the duck is overwhelmed by the hawk's power and murderous talons.